Morning. This is Dr. J.R. Dixon, self-help program. It's somewhere around 4 o'clock a.m. Friday morning here, Eastern Time in Greenville, South Carolina. I want to welcome you to the self-help program. And I hope today you can glean some good information, which you will, and it will be usable to you. All you have to do is apply it. Today, this will be part 2 of the silencing of the brain. We had discussed that a couple of episodes ago, and so today this is part 2. So let's get right into it. Let me get me a sip of the coffee. It's early, and I need my Java. Very good. Okay. The silencing of the brain. What is the brain? And by the way, the terms that I will use will be my terms. I know a lot of you have psychology majors and everything, so but you're going to hear some new terms. You're going to get it put to you a different way. Because as I stated earlier, I do have a doctorate in metaphysics, and so that's a slight, to me, it's a slight advantage. Amen. Okay. What is the brain? The brain is a multi-layered and tiered collection of existence points. A good analogy would be, to help you understand this, think of the brain as being a library with hundreds of thousands of books. And like a library, it has a central entrance point. Now, the central entrance points to a house, quite naturally, the front door. You have several points: the front door, the back door, the side door. All of them carry you to your destination, the same destination to get in the house. Well, brother, sister, the brain is basically the same way. It has entrance points, and we must go through that entrance point, that door, to effect any and all changes. Anything that we do, we must go through that central entrance point to effect changes. Now, what is that central access point? Very simple. It is my memory. My memory is just like, since we use the analogy of library, let's go a little further, stay within the context of that. My central access point is my memory, which is just like, basically like the Dewey Decimal System. It has a catalog of all, whatever I contain, I have a reference number to it. You know, a card number. So that will help me to be able to find what I'm looking for a lot easier. Well, that's what your memory is. My memory contains so many reference points. A lot of them are good, a lot of them are bad. When you see people who had those bad attitudes, or hung in an addiction of some type, destroying themselves, drinking liquor, snorting cocaine, and other drugs, it's because they've got stuck at one of those reference points. And they don't, because they don't understand the nature of an addiction and don't understand how their brain works, they can't get help. Psychiatry is far from helping them, unfortunately. They're on the right path, but they need to explore some of the options I'm going to bring to you today. Maybe you'll do it yourself, and you'll see. You'll be more effective. And they're hung in there. They don't understand the nature of their afflictions. And unfortunately, as I stated before, and I don't want to sound repetitious, but a lot of today's psychiatry is deficient. That's why a lot of times they must resort to drugs. What are some of them? Lexapro and all these other drugs. I can't think of. There are some others that they take for depression and things like that. And I'm gonna be, see, they treating the symptoms. That's all they're treating. They're not helping you. They're treating the symptoms of the disease. Well, we're going beyond symptoms. We're not using no drugs. We're going to go down to the root cause. The root cause of the problem. Fix the problem, the symptoms will go away. Treat the symptoms, and the problem reinforces itself and will never go away. So we want to go to the source. And these reference points, what are they? They are a collection of memories. Some are good, some are bad. This is where we will defeat addictions of all types. These reference points, which are on these reference points they are on the subconscious level of my mind. And the reason this works is because those reference points contain restore points. Yes, they do. And what are restore points? Restore points are see, this the technology that we have today. Don't think they just discovered. So King Solomon said, "There's no new thing under the sun. What is here have always been." So I have a picture here. Yes, I do. I have a picture here of a working system. Where do you think they got it from? It was already here. Someone was wise enough and had intuitive enough to realize it, and they applied. There are certain principles, if we apply them, we can effect change. And that's what we want to do today. These restore points, that's where the effecting change is. That's where we can make things happen. That's where we can change bad memories, replace them. That is where we can activate good memories, deactivate the bad ones. The man that's destroying himself, the liquor, because of a bad marriage or infidelity on his spouse's part, and he can't handle it, so he resorts to the bottle. Or the needle, or the cocaine. See, to induce a artificial state, because this is where the trouble is. And I'm using drugs because that's a well-known situation. But depression, all of it works the same way. You put a face on it. It all works the same way. See. But I'm going to give you more than just make you aware of it. I'm going to give you a solution to it. See. Raising our awareness is great. That's the first base. Second base is, and third base is effecting a change. Getting me back home, to home plate, where I start. My beginning must be my ending for me to effect change. So the reference points, which are on the subconscious level of my mind, contain restore points. By activating or deactivating these restore points, we can become happy again. Oh yes. People who are depressed just got a stuck reference point in the subconscious mind. And how does the subconscious mind works? First of all, it is invisible, but it manifests on the physical realm, in this dimension, through our five senses. What I see, what I hear, what I taste, what I smell, what I feel, and what I hear. And if we get stuck in the wrong point, the wrong memory, the wrong concern, it messes up my day-to-day walk. Because that's how my subconscious manifests. Though it is invisible, no one has ever seen the subconscious mind. They do see it every day, but they don't know it. They just say my life is all out of whack and messed up. But no, it's not your life that's messed up. It's your mind on the subconscious level. And the subconscious level, which is where the most power is, no, your power is not on your conscious level. See, you are just the puppet. On this, look at this analogy. We are a puppet on the conscious level. See? But the strings are on the subconscious level. And the pulling of those subconscious impulses from me being that bad memory, pulling my strings and making me react in a bad way. I want to commit suicide. I want to die. I don't want to see another woman or man again. See, because of that. See, so what we got to learn to do is treat the pardon the expression, the disease or the malady or the closer to home, the sadness, the bad pain, because that's what it is, that the pain from that, because I told you it manifests through the five senses. What I feel pain, and I feel pain. I'm trying to kill the pain, so I drink myself to death, or smoke myself to death, or I get a nasty attitude. I will never marry again. I don't want to have no more relationships, or I will get in other things, trying to kill my pain. Pain is the #1 thing of the world. That is why drug companies make so much money selling ibuprofen. That is why doctors write so many prescriptions for all kind of painkillers, you know. And we become the puppet in this big scenario of things. And I had to reply on a prescription, and it never works. It's just treating the symptoms of the original disease. So I go through my subconscious level. How will I do that then? Well, how do you get there, Dr. Dixon? You talking some good stuff, but how do I get down that subconscious level? You activate the powers of your mind. As I stated earlier, I'm a stroke survivor. To you that don't know, yes I have. Had a bad stroke today, and yes I still have the problems, but I'm a whole lot better off than what I was. I couldn't even talk. My speech was messed up. I didn't think I ever would preach again or talk to like I'm doing it. I couldn't talk, couldn't get my words right, stuttering. I couldn't drink a glass of water, get coughing, gagging, because the affected on the right side of my throat, in the esophagus. And so sometimes I might slur a word or memory, whatever. But I'm much better than what I would have been had not I knew what I know. And yes, I have unorthodox treatments, but they work. And not only do they work, but I can help you too. I can help you too. But anyway, let's get back to the subject. I got a little way off. This is a self-help program, by the way. So, how do we then access this point? Simple. Simple. Meditation. I know a lot of you Christians, right then your bristles rose on your neck. What? Meditation? You frown, wrinkle up forward. Yes, meditation. You do it anyway. What did David say? I will meditate both day and night on my bed. See? Meditation has always been around. I ain't talking about meditating some far off unknown God or demonic spirit. No, they're not talking about anything like you. No, that's not even in the equation. But what you do, you use the power of your mind. You invoke biblical principles. See? Biblical principles that operate, they're going to operate whether you use them or not. Matter of fact, the situation that you're in is the result of one of those principles. You've tried everything and nothing can work. You mean to say you're not going to try this that Dr. Dixon is putting out there to you? The other stuff ain't working. You're on drugs. To fix a mental state. Now, if it's physical, that's a different thing. But believe me, for instance, strokes affect the mind. That's another thing. So some of you that want to contradict me, say you're contradicting, say no, I'm not. Go to any medical doctor, he will tell you that a stroke messes with the mind. It's more mental than physical. Yes, it is. Any doctor will tell you that. Probably just inform you, enlighten you too. So that's why I was able to effect as much change as it is, as I have today. Thank you. So, we have to go to meditation. We meditate. How do we meditate? I form a picture. We're using the powers of our mind. See, there are powers in our subconscious mind. The reason it's called subconscious, because it's below what we term as conscious. And the reason it has a mixture of consciousness, because at some point my conscious, subconscious was programmed. And at a certain one point, my subconscious was conscious. I told you a multitude. When I came into the world as a baby, I was conscious. I was more conscious then than you realize, or than we've been taught and made to believe. But as through interaction with other people, mostly a lot of them are negative, we flip. Not at once, but gradually, change, gradually, because then I become unconscious and didn't even know it. Most people are unconscious and don't know it. They don't even know that they're unconscious. They think they're conscious. And then they rely on these too much, the five senses. And then once you get stuck, this, whatever your malady is, it's going to be one of those. You're going to affect one of those, hearing, seeing, tasting, touching. One of those are going to be affected by whatever is thrown at me, at life, it hurled at me. And I can get stuck on that. And when I get stuck on that, I'm going to react in a five-sensual way. And it's going to manifest in a five-sensual way. And the only way you can counsel people, that's no good. Yeah, it's good to help somewhat. It's like a band-aid. It doesn't affect change. And like I told you, you don't need no Lexapro, no Seroquel, that's the other one. People on that stuff. They have to get on it. But then they leave you walking in a fake reality. And you don't need to be in a fake reality. I want to be conscious. I want to know that I'm awake. When folks are telling me I'm asleep, I want to know I'm awake, so I can perceive and feel and know what reality really is. So what we got to do, like I said, meditate on these things. Think back to a time when you were happy. Lie back and relax. If you need some music, the artificial stimuli, better than drugs. Put you on something real soothing and soft. Don't answer no phone. Cut the ring off. Dedicate this time to you. This is your time to help yourself. Just try it. Meditate, lay back, quiet. Cut off all external noise and stimulation and stimuli. And meditate on a time when you were happy. Let's say, for example, you're depressed. Think back to a time when you were happy. Keep bringing up those memories. Go through that Dewey Decimal System and find all those books that were happy. Happy, okay, that's happy. That's happy. Say, no, that's happy. Keep find all those good memories. The good ones that make you smile. And lay back and think on the smile. So, I like that. I'm happy. I'm so happy. Yeah, see, you ain't right. You're coming in. You are giving a vibration. See, a good vibration is coming from you, and that good vibration is singing and felt. And I'm not gonna go into all of that right now, but it's singing and felt, and it's answering. You're coming into your subconscious mind's library. You're accessing the good memories, and as you access these good memories, these memories contain restore points. Like Dorothy Gale in the Wizard of Oz had the red slippers on all the while, but she didn't know what do you do with them. You have the restore points all the while, but you didn't know your good memories. They're good memories, but they were having a negative effect because you can't remember how happy you was. Then you look at how bad it was, and sad you keep saying, "Why? How did this ever happen to me? What ever happened to me?" So I've been there, I've done that. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. What I'm teaching y'all, I've been there, done that. I've been there, done that. That's why I know it works, because it worked for me. I'm not telling you something I heard or read about in the book, but I'm telling you what I've experienced. If you had seen me, if you knew me before, so maybe someday we'll meet and I'll sit down and talk to you and refresh you, just show you whence I've come. Anyway, you think about all the good memories, and then you're creating a new vibration. This is what you must do daily. It doesn't go, it's no, I'm not telling you it's going to happen right then, it's not. But it didn't get that way overnight, and it's not going to get changed overnight. You're in a progressive state of continuous bathing in that negative atmosphere. Now you got to replace it. And to replace it, you must come with a more, not the equal amount of stimuli, because then it's just a 360. You wind up in the same place. It's a tie. You must come with more. So what you do on a day-to-day basis, you think of the good members. And I know you say, I can't do it. Yes, you can. They in your mind, man. Just pull the book. Pull the book. Pull the book. Don't read the bad book. Pull the good memory. Pull the good memory. Every on a day-to-day basis. And create a new aura. A new aura. A new aura. New aura. Believe me, at a certain point, I will not put a time on it. At a certain point, you will come to a point, that restore point will come so evident to you that the power of choice will return. The person with the addiction don't have the power of choice. They don't know it. They don't know one choice they can make. I want another one. I'm going to get some more. I've got to have my prescription. But the power of choice will return. This is too much a very subject for us to stay on. But I'm giving you the basics. We're going to do this again, and we're going to go a step further. The restore power of choice will return. It will return. And that's when we can together effect change. I hope you have enjoyed. I hope that I have made you curious. I hope that I have made you somewhat aware. I hope that I have somewhat given you a better hope through this program. And if I have, please comment and let me know that I've helped you. Please. Because that will make me feel better and know that I'm helping someone. If I can't help but one person, please, you be that one person. Let me know. This is Dr. J.R. Dixon Self-Help Program. Signing off until the next time. Have a good day.